Doom Eternal. It's easy to see why this demonic masterpiece was easily one of the best releases of 2020. With the absolute 10 out of 10 buttery smooth combat and intelligent AI, to id Software's approach to the world and level design, immersing every inch of your very being within these hellish and otherworldly environments. Not only we become completely engulfed by the sheer chaos happening around you, but each level is sprawling with intricate detail, challenges, Easter eggs, secret areas, collectibles, the list goes on. This game, from its super satisfying glory kills to its god tier level soundtrack, is truly, and I mean truly, an unfiltered fucking masterpiece. So it comes as no surprise when the world after Eternal's release was simply screaming out for more, and well, it seems that day has finally come, with the release of Doom Eternal's first piece of story DLC, The Ancient Gods. The first part of this expansive story in where the Slayer has his sights set on dismembering the ancient gods responsible for all creation and all those who have wronged humanity. Now, just to mention, this DLC is tougher than an Asian parent whose child has received a B- in class, and hell, in some areas, maybe even a C grade. id Software have seriously dialed up the difficulty up to 11. I mean, there were moments where I was absolutely screaming at the screen out of frustration, but unlike most other titles I get frustrated with, I loved every single second of this expansive DLC. Anyway, look, enough praise. I have returned from my YouTube sabbatical, as I have been spending countless sleepless nights, especially in one location in particular, to bring you all this brand new video, where I comb through each and every level of this epic expansion to unveil the locations of Doom Eternal's hardest and most concealed secrets once again. That's right, I am of course talking about the Slayer's pet rabbit, Daisy. Now, if you missed it, I previously made a Daisy video around release in where I reveal all Daisy locations and references hidden within Doom Eternal's main campaign. So check that out if you haven't watched it. I will leave it linked down in the description below, as well as timestamps throughout this video so you can stop by and see Daisy for yourself. And with that, let's dive into the ancient god's first location, the UAC Atlantica. Once a giant ocean-based research facility, housing teams of hundreds or more UAC scientists that have now been overrun with demonic activity. A facility so massive that it even has an ocean floor section, which is seemingly guarded by resident great white sharks. Word of advice, don't swim too close to those things, they actually deal a pretty hefty amount of damage, and you're already underwater so you can't protect yourself. Now, like in my previous video, not only will I show you just where Daisy is hidden, but I will also show you how you can reach her location for yourself. So strap in, whilst I rip and tear through these demonic cretins. Now, once you've taken care of the scattering hellspawn around you, follow the quest marker until you have reached this room. To the left of this entrance, you'll discover a blue key. Grab this sucker and continue on. Oh, and just to let you know, this DLC does not let up from this point onwards. And what are we, like 5 minutes into the expansion? Shortly after this, you'll traverse to a higher level filled with cybermancubuses, accompanied by a few lesser demons. Dispose of them in any manner you see fit. Now, just before we leave this area, on the right hand corner of the room, we can discover a pretty hidden secret Easter egg, resembling that of an impaled body that once littered the older Doom game's level design. A nice little nod to the franchise's origins, and something that can easily go unnoticed. Further on, and we'll come across the expansion's first arena battle, and also introducing a brand new enemy type. FYI, get comfortable with these arena battles, as the DLC is filled to the brim with them, and some of them are, oh god, I don't want to relive that. Okay, good luck! After you've butchered these demonic nuisances, pick up the red key and follow the quest marker until you have reached this room within the level. Inside, you'll find another hefty fight on your hands, featuring a few arachnotrons, a carcass, and the dreaded arch vial. Dispose of them, and then return to the entrance. Head over and jump on top of the container on the left. And just beyond the fence, you'll discover a secret area which contains a supercharged, or as I like to call him, the moon from Majora's Mask. Now, before you leave this area, jump over the fence and onto the middle large container, where if we look above the player character on the opposite side, we can see a cracked vent. Jump over and dash through the vent, and inside we can find our first Daisy location. Now, if you aren't caught up on Daisy lore, please watch the first video I made around Daisy in Doom Eternal, as it tells you the story of what happened to the Slayer's only friend and why he has so much hate and disdain towards the demons. But the Daisy rabbit we see in front of us, at least in the physical form, is a manifestation of Doomguy's past trauma, and serves as a reminder of what the demons took from him all those years ago. But more on Daisy within our next location, where we travel to the toxic bowels of the Blood Swamps, a repulsive area that surrounds the outer shell of hell itself. This level is seriously no joke, and is without a doubt the hardest area in the entire game, campaign included. An unrivaled challenge, throwing multiple marauder encounters at you, mixed in with an unhealthy blend of cyber demons, barons of hell, and a crap ton of knights. Although you do get to play a Ghostbuster at times, with the brand new bane of my life, the Spirits, a tough brand new enemy type that possesses other enemies, buffing up their strength and abilities. And once you have killed the husk of the enemy, you must quickly dispose of the Spirit using a proton pack, microwave beam on the plasma rifle, before it transfers onto another enemy, leading into another brutally challenged fight. And if you run out of ammo, then good luck. And if that wasn't enough trauma for you, this level also ends with a unique boss battle. So I'm going to be honest, prepare to die a lot in this level. Now, Daisy isn't too hard to find within this level, but she can definitely be overlooked if you do not know what to look out for. So once we have entered the opening section, we'll find a variety of lower level delinquents. Rip and tear through them until you reach this giant tentacle monster. Behind this hentai beast, you can also find a cluster of demons awaiting their inevitable doom. Be warned, you will also encounter the almighty Marauder, so stay sharp, have your super shotgun ready, and just ever so gently much better. Once they have been slain, return to the section in where we first saw the giant beast. Walk over to the far right corner, and if we look, sitting at the top of some what looks like to be tree fungus, sits our favourite cotton-tailed friend, Daisy. As I stated, Daisy wasn't too hard to find in this location, but she can easily be overlooked as she is just so tucked away within the level design. Clever move by id Software. Now, as I said before, Daisy in Doom Eternal serves as a constant reminder and influence for the Slayer to right the wrongs all the creators and demons have placed upon him and humanity. This is why director Hugo Martin announced on release that Daisy can be found within each and every level throughout Doom Eternal, so the Slayer may never forget, so the Slayer may never forgive. And here you all thought this was just some cute little cutesy rabbit Easter egg hidden within every level. Oh my sweet, sweet summer child. It means so much more. A story of pain, a story of torment, and a story of hatred. Now, last but not least, we travel to the last location, the Holt, a location set on the Khan Maker's home planet of Urdak. A stunning yet otherworldly location that now lies in ruin due to the Khan Maker's resurrection of the icon. of sin. And now the demonic activity has corrupted the Maker's technology and her beings, introducing us to a brand new enemy type, the Graceful Blood Maker, a fierce yet angelic-like enemy type, whose attacks can deal a fair amount of damage and whose attacks can also briefly slow your movement down. Now this on its own isn't too much of a hindrance, but once you find yourself in the middle of a boss battle or arena battle, it's a different story and seriously can change your strategy. So try and take these things out as soon as there is an opening. Now this Daisy location is without a doubt one of the hardest locations to find within the entire game. This honestly took me days to find, and the only reason I discovered her in the end was because I was constantly using the photo mode throughout each section of the level, and in the end she was in the absolute last place you would ever think to look for her. So deal with several blood makers, then shortly after we'll arrive at these floating squid-like platforms, which by the way is giving me straight Solstheim vibes, I'm just saying. Plan out your jumps as these platforms do explode and are at times awkwardly placed, but do this and we'll be greeted by another tough fight. I'll see you on the other side. Start the music. Once you have made it out alive, continue the level until you have reached this opening area. Jump over to the platform below, and on the left we can see a 2-up extra life hidden behind these bars. So it automatically makes you think that there is a secret wall or entrance somewhere else, which if you actually look we can see a cracked wall just a little further on below one of these Squidward-like platforms. Jump over and dash through the wall to gain these extra lives. Once you have done so, jump over to the platform, swing off the monkey bar, and there we will find ourselves in another sticky situation. So let's rip and tear through these demonic chumps until it is done. Once it is done, the wall barricading us in will fall. Now, instead of moving forward throughout the level, head back the way we came, and if you look closely, there we will find our last Daisy location, sitting atop one of the monkey bars. The monkey bar. Really? Damn, this took me days to find, and a monkey bar is the last place I would ever thought to have looked for an Easter egg. I mean, in that regard, I do have to give it up to id Software for making this last location a real challenge to find. Although it must be said, replaying a level over and over again really makes you appreciate and notice all the little details and how much design and work went into these levels and how much goes into an expansion like this. So I have to say, well done id Software. And with that, at this moment in time, we have discovered all 20 references and locations for the Doomslayer's pet rabbit Daisy hidden within Doom Eternal. It's honestly been so much fun diving into this game and discovering these really rare secrets and Easter eggs. I cannot wait to discover more Daisy locations within Doom Eternal's second DLC. But until then, I thank you all for watching. As some of you know, I am still working on the brand new rebranded content. I'm still waiting for some equipment to arrive, 5 months later, which is annoying. Honestly, it's been the most excited I've ever been creating content, and I thank you all, seriously, for your continued support and patience. But what do you guys think? Have you played Doom Eternal's DLC yet? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you liked this video, hit that on that like and subscribe button, and until the new content drops, please stand by.